Hey guys. I was reading through the comments of my last video, and some of you guys, you did it, were kind of making fun of us down here in the southern U.S. because we get very excited about a little bit of snow. We get out of school, we get out of work, roads are shut down. It's a big deal to us, you know. But you guys were like, oh, that's nothing. That much snow fell last night. It's no big deal. Well, sorry if I sound like an idiot, but it was a big deal here. But I'm pretty tired of it, and I wish it'd hurry up and melt. It's supposed to rain here on Monday, and the temperature's supposed to be like 53 degrees or something, so I'm sure it'll be gone after that. But we technically today still have snow on the ground, and to be honest, I'm just tired of seeing it. But it was pretty neat that this last snowfall, you know, there was snow in 49 of the 50 states. The only one without snow, of course, being Florida. So I guess that was pretty neat. But you know what wasn't neat was some thieves from Evanston, Illinois, who thought it'd be a good idea to go and rob their neighbors, take their jewelry, their money, their TV. The only thing they didn't think about was the fact that there was snow on the ground and you could see their tracks leading right back to their house. So after the police came out, scratched their heads for a couple hours and ate donuts, they finally found the tracks and found the young boys that had robbed them with all of their things. So the valuable lesson to be learned from these boys: don't steal stuff when it snows. Or maybe steal stuff and then walk around for 3 miles before going home just to throw everybody off. Either way, you gotta do better than these guys did because they got caught. 2 of them were over the age of 18, so they're gonna be tried. 1 of them was like 16, so I think he's going to be tried as a juvenile, but still, they're pretty stupid. I hate to keep bringing Ted the Golden Voice Williams up, but he was again in the news. He went on a show to talk about, you know, the things that have went on, and he came out and said that he had started drinking again. The way I understand it, when the show went off, he was talking to Dr. Phil. Absolutely Oprah. And Dr. Phil started doing what he does best, basically broke the guy down. Ted Williams admitted himself into rehab. You know, I hate that for Ted, really. He was just getting his life in order, getting things back together, but I kind of look at it as a good thing. If he thinks that he had a big enough problem that he needed to be in rehab, and he could admit that, that's a really positive step. It's not as negative as it seems, so I still have high hopes for him, and I'd like to see what he does when he's done with rehab, and if he ends up like one of the Lohans and goes back and forth. So good luck to you, Ted. Some of us are still rooting for you. You know, being a scientist may be a pretty boring job, but sometimes they end up studying some kind of interesting things. One such thing: sex in outer space. Yep, you heard it right. They're starting to ask the question, when 2 people go up into space, are they fooling around and putting things in each other's? Astronauts may have been messing around since the beginning of the space program, but nobody's really questioned it. Keep in mind that there are female and male astronauts. Scientists are trying to figure out if sex in outer space and the zero gravity affects fertility and menstruation cycles, and for some reason they're even already asking the question, if a man and a woman were sent to another planet and they procreated on said planet, would they evolve into a species that was better prepared to live in outer space? I don't know about that personally, because I mean, if you ask me, we've been living on Earth for a long time, we still don't know what the heck we're doing. Whether for science or just for the pure fun of it, somebody decided the Zodiac signs were all wrong and decided to change them around. I was personally born at the end of June, which made me a Cancer according to the previous system, but according to the current system, I think I'm a Gemini. That's really confusing and slightly irritating to a lot of people. You grow up your whole life. I've been a Cancer. I'm used to that. My symbol is the ugly little crab thing. Now all of a sudden I'm a Gemini. I don't even know what their symbol is. I know, I'll Google it. Some scientists are saying that they don't believe in the reasons behind the changes and that it should remain the way that it was. And other scientists are saying that because of the axis tilt of the Earth pointing toward a different... Do you see smoke coming out of my head right now? Okay, so the Earth, as it spins, has an axis that it's spinning around, and sometimes it's pointed like this, and other times it's pointed like this, kind of like a top. As it spins, it also wobbles. You're probably not following along, but I'm going to keep going. So apparently, back in the day, it was pointing like this, and now the axis is pointing like this, and because of the way the stars align and how all that comes together, the zodiac signs changed. I didn't make that up. I don't care what you think. That's science. It's real. It's good. I don't personally like it. I miss being a Cancer, but I'm gonna look into this whole Gemini thing or whatever my new symbol is and see, you know, how that pans out for me. Maybe that'll be maybe it won't be so bad, but I already miss being an ugly crab. That's the only things I've really got to talk about. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. You can add me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter. Or you can just send me an email. I don't care. But guys, thanks for watching. Now you know because You heard it from somebody.